For 613 days, Titanium University has existed, but it's always been on Zoom calls and virtual until last week when Element 22 happened at Ridgely Theater here in Fort Worth, Texas, where for the first time ever as a community, we got together for two, some of them 3 days, where we had a charity golf tournament on the third day. We got together and we spent time just discussing where we were as a community and what's taking place in the wholesaling industry as a whole. And I have to tell you that Cassie and I had big expectations for this event. It was the first time ever that Titanium University was getting together. And we've had events before, right? We did the 2-day events, the Crucible, for years prior to starting Titanium University. But the energy that existed inside of Ridgely Theater for those 2 days was unmatched. I've never experienced anything like that before. And I had to come on here and kind of share my biggest takeaways from the event. Starting off with just the community in general, the power of what that word means. And it's loosely used inside of our industry where it's, hey, you need to be a part of a community. Join my community, when it's really a mentorship or an education course. This actually has become a community where there are partnerships. There are people doing deals across the world at this point, and I am so proud to be a part of the movement that Titanium University has become. To see people come together from so many different backgrounds with one common goal, and that is to create your own reality and leveraging the power of the people inside of Titanium University. Our plan going into this event was that we would start off with RJ and Cassie sharing how Titanium came to be. And we did that and we shared that. But seeing how the 2 days came together with the speeches that were given, between starting off with me and Cassie sharing how Titanium came to be, moving on to our partner inside of Titanium University, Nick Robbins, sharing the Titanium operating system, meaning burn it down, stop searching for unicorns, hedgehog concept, focus your habits, excuse plus the story, extreme ownership, create your own reality. Seeing him really break that down, but not from RJ and Cassie, but from Nick and his journey as an entrepreneur, even prior to even becoming a part of Titanium, was extremely powerful. And then moving on to the announcement of Jerry Norton becoming a part of Titanium and seeing the impact that that was having on our existing members, and hearing him talk about how close entrepreneurs get to quitting. And it's that moment when they're right there, they're on the precipice of succeeding or choosing to quit, and feeding the community on what it's going to take to not quit, and making the decision that you can either choose to fail or choose to succeed. And it's really up to you. And then just seeing the love that the community had for Jerry, and seeing that now that he's a part of TU, was amazing. And then moving on to the second day, I have to say, I've never been nervous for anyone else to ever give a speech before, but I was so beyond nervous. I don't even know what the correct emotion would be to see my partner since day one, Cassie, go up on stage, and she really wanted to pour into the community and talk about the fact that as an entrepreneur, you have to prepare and plan for when negative things happen in your life. And she shared the story about her dad passing away last year when Titanium University was brand new. We were 4 to 5 months into this new journey. So many people had come on board to join us, comp reviews, daily implementation calls, how all of that continued to move despite the fact that she had a massive loss with her father's passing a year ago, and sharing how, as entrepreneurs, we have to prepare for moments like that when grief hits us, when loss happens, when negative things take place in our life. How are you going to respond as an entrepreneur, and really pouring into the community and seeing her, one, successfully go through that very difficult speech, but pour in and really pour her heart out for the people that she loves and cares about inside of TU, was amazing. I couldn't be more proud of her. And then finally, I gave my first ever Titanium University State of the University address. And I'll be honest with you, I did not write my speech until about an hour to 30 minutes prior to going on stage, because I wanted to get in the room and have conversations with people inside of TU and get to know where we were as a community. Where are we really performing well? Where do we need to get better? And so I'm going to share some of those with you guys. Now, mind you, this was an hour to an hour and a half long speech, depending on how you time it. I brought Nick and Cassie up towards the end. But are we doing deals? Collectively, yes, we are doing deals. I would like to get better. I would like to get to the point where there's more people creating their own reality. Now, mind you, we're only 613 days in as a community. Some people have only been in the community for 2 weeks, 30 days, 60 days. They're still early on in their journey. And so I kind of compared where Titanium University is to where me and Cassie were in 2017 in our wholesaling journey. We're new, right? In 2017, we had only been 2 years into our journey as a wholesaler. I kind of feel like that's where we are inside of Titanium University. We're still growing. We're still very young and fresh. This is our first ever live event together. So we still have a lot to learn, but yes, we're doing deals. I want to see that increase. Are we leading the industry? I don't believe we are yet. I think we need to be louder as a community about the impact of the blueprint that we're giving, whether it's the closers formula or the web formula or the dispo formula, the power of being inside of Titanium University and leveraging those that are inside of it. I feel like we need to be louder. And so that was kind of my push to the community, is how are we going to do more deals and make a larger impact inside of this industry? Do we want to lead this industry? Personally, I do want to lead this industry. I want to be the blueprint for what a successful virtual wholesaler looks like. And so how are we going to do that? And so my question to each and every person at the event was, where are you financially? Where are you at with time? Where are you at emotionally? And what changes are you going to make? When things go wrong, how are you going to handle that? And so I made every single person there write down where they were and where they're going to be in 2026 for Element 22 next year. This is going to be our annual event. It's going to be something that we get together and we celebrate each other, which was one of the key things that we did. We gave away 11 different awards at the event. It was called the Create Your Own Reality Award. And we gave them out for various different reasons. Some for being an amazing member of the community, like Jason Strickland, someone that I've nicknamed Bobby Frost Jr. because he always comes in with these long poetic posts and always asks questions to dive deeper. But he also reaches out and connects and finds a way to impact so many different members. And the facts are, the Create Your Own Reality Award wasn't based around results. It was more of, are you leading the life that you want? See, this is one of the things that every single class that gets onboarded into Titanium University, I talk about, now that you are here and you are carrying the name Titanium across your chest and on your hat, means that you do deals. That is the bare minimum. And so no longer do you have to fear of whether or not you're going to do deals, because you absolutely will. The blueprint is there. We hand that to you. Jerry talked about that. Now it's up to you to make that choice. But the Create Your Own Reality Award is not, can I do deals and can I wholesale? It's, am I going to live the life that I actually want to? Do I have the freedom to be able to do the things that I want? When I look back 20 years from now, well, I've lived the life that I wanted to lead, and I did that with a career inside of wholesaling. So it's not about how many deals you do. It's about, do you have the freedom to spend time with your family? Do you have the opportunity to travel the world because your son wants to play travel hockey? Can you meet your daughter at every single dance convention and see her dance her little heart off because you have the money to be able to do that? That is creating your own reality. And for each person, that reality looks different. And so we celebrated that by giving awards out to so many different people for so many different reasons. The J.W. Epsteins and the Cesar Lacostas and the Jairo Rodriguez's, they all got those awards, but for various different reasons. And then shout out to our sponsors. Each sponsor that was there because they are a chosen titanium approved sponsor. We weren't just going to take money from anybody. In order to be an approved titanium sponsor and a vendor, you have to showcase your product to us as wholesalers, and we have to be able to successfully use your product. And so to have Investor Base, Lead Zolo, Property Leads, Easy REI Closing, Speed Lead there, or Resimply, PropStream, all of these sponsors, they are TU approved and what we use inside of that. And keeping the integrity inside of the community. One of the things that we made a decision early on was, we're going to have an event, but it will be TU only. From front to back, the only people in that room. And it was one of the best decisions that we made. Could we have made more money if we had allowed outsiders in? Of course. But again, it's not about making money. We naturally already make money. It was about having that atmosphere, that energy, and having a family-like atmosphere in there where everybody knew each other. And it was majority of them the first time that they ever had met. And having the stories told about how their lives have changed because they've been a part of TU. I can't thank each and every one of you, but I will say every single one of your conversations made an impact to me. I remember them vividly, and it was one of the greatest days of my life, sitting there and hearing how many stories, from the 50-50-50 to using the closers formula to joining TU to meeting another member inside of TU that now has become a business partner or helped you dispo your first ever deal. Each one of those stories made a difference. But to me, the thing that I will remember the most was the absolute love that people had for each other and for this community. And I could not be more proud to be a part of that. So if this is something that would resonate with you and you're not a part of TU, I ask you to reach out to someone else that's currently a part of this. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Cassie or Jerry Norton. Ask the members, the people that truly make this community special, and ask them, what is it about TU that is different? That's different than everything else that exists out there, all of our competition. It's not about yelling and screaming. It's not about us showing you a different way to close deals or comp and underwrite. Like I said, that naturally comes. It's about the love and care and concern, the ones that saw people struggling and lifted them up and said, I'm going to make sure that you're going to be at Element 22. That brought them there and showed them you have people around you that love you and will support you no matter what, and be with you day in and day out. And so now the event's over. We're all fired up, but we show up every single day, just like we did the 613 days prior. We're back to doing deals, celebrating our wins, hashtag conquered, but also loving each other even more, because now it's a lot more than just seeing each other on a Zoom call. We've gotten to get to know each other, spend time, and find another layer of care and concern for each and every member. So I want to end you with how we started Element 22 with a song by T.D. Jakes and Steve Angelo called Rejoice. I've been listening to the song for many years. I could not think of a better way to start Element 22 than us celebrating all of our wins that we've had inside of Titanium University since we started with our hashtag conquered. Rejoice indeed.
You have to fix the mind before you can bestow the blessing, because until they get their mind right, everything you invest in them is going to leak out of the crevices of a mind that refuses to change. Look at your neighbor and ask them, do you have a mind to change? Wait for an answer. If they say no, drag them to the altar. Tell them they got till midnight to get that fix. They've got till midnight to dump out all jealousy, all pettiness, all unforgiveness, all strife, all malice, all confusion, all blaming other people for your mistake. You got till midnight to get rid of every poison that's hindering you, every inflexibility that's stopping you from what God is about to pour into your life. Woe be unto you if you go into another year and waste another year with the old mentality while somebody's in the hospital begging God for the opportunity that you have right now. You better step into this moment. Lay your hands on your head and say, give me a new mind. Give me a new mind means give me a new perspective. Give me a new perspective. Give me a new way of looking at my situation. Give me a new way of looking at my circumstances. Get my mind ready for this year, because when I get this year, there's going to be blessings, there's going to be miracles, there's going to be opportunities. Oh yes, it's going to be some struggles, it's going to be some challenges, it's going to be some tests, but even the struggles are an opportunity for me to show off the victory if my mind can handle the change. You have the mindset to be blessed. You have to decide to be blessed. You have to decide, you know what, this is a day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad that I will rejoice. Let the past go and step over into the future. Everything that's inflexible and everything that's not ready, and everything that's backwards and everything that's negative and everything that's condescending and everything that's carnal and everything that's holding me back, I refuse to take it over into another year and waste another new year with an old mind. The devil is a lie. I will rejoice. wealthy, I want to tell you, you could have been home a long time ago. As soon as you decide to stop looking for answers in other people and miracles somewhere down the yellow brick road and click the heels of your mind and set your affections on things that are above, you could have been free years ago. I will rejoice. Look at your neighbor and say, you don't have to get out of trouble. Tell them you don't have to get out of trouble before midnight. You just have to get your mind out of trouble. If you can get your mind out, you can get your money out. You can get your family out. You can get your job out. You can get your career out. You can get your health out. You can get your prosperity out. If you can get your mind out, no devil in hell, no weapon formed against you, no enemy that hates you, no witch that hexes you can stop you from being free. If you can get your mind out, grab yourself by the hand and say, we're coming out of here. I will rejoice.